A campfire crackled in the distance. Its smoke meandered to the sky that foggy morning. A pioneer woman was tending that campfire and stirring sweet-smelling apple cobbler in a big iron kettle. Presidents George Washington and Abraham Lincoln chatted in front of the bittersweet log church. Harriet Beecher Stowe and Fanny Crosby relaxed in rocking chairs on the porch of the old log cabin. Other great Americans scattered throughout the beautiful shaded landscape, each standing beside an American flag. We then listened intently as each great American told about his or her life, and we found out more about the history of our nation. What a glorious experience! I'm Jenni Souders, one of the teachers who have had the privilege of planning and experiencing Great Americans Day. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today. Although I am 600 miles away in eastern Indiana, I am certainly with you in spirit. I would like to share with you how I started to love history, how Great Americans Day began, and I would like to give you an exhortation. That just means I'm going to encourage you. So first of all, a love of history was awakened in me when I was in a teacher education class. A social studies assignment was to compile 10 quotes from throughout America's history and tell the circumstances surrounding each quote. I thoroughly enjoyed searching the quotation books at the library. Then a friend of a friend who was a history buff helped me find more of the information I needed. And my mom gave me a book that really helped. It was written by the Heritage Foundation and called The Rebirth of America. The lives and words of courageous men and women of honor, like John and Abigail Adams, their son John Quincy Adams, and many others, inspired me to want to be a better person. I started collecting quotes and even made a folder containing father quotes and gave it to my dad for Father's Day. Then later, inspirational quotes were an important part of my teaching when I taught 3rd and 4th grade. And that brings me to how Great Americans Day began back in 1998. If you were in the 4th grade right now, that's more than 10 years before you were born. During my last year of teaching at Mark Twain Elementary, I wanted to do something really special for my 4th grade class. The idea for Great Americans Day grew out of a Webb City National Day of Prayer Committee led by Nancy Dawson. Many wonderful people came to our rescue to help with the first Great Americans Day. A fire was lit in our hearts that first year. It has been kept alive for 20 years by the hard work and generosity of many caring people, especially the Dawson family. I am so thankful for everyone who has helped to keep it going all these years. And now for your exhortation. When you met the great Americans today, I hope it occurred to you that you also can be a great American. I encourage you to hear that higher calling to make good use of your freedoms. America's history isn't perfect, but we can certainly learn from those who have gone before us. Learn to appreciate those who work hard to keep you safe and help you grow in knowledge and wisdom. Thank those who stir the fire in your heart to do what is right, and follow their example. George Washington, at the age of 15, copied in his own handwriting 110 rules of civility. The very last rule, number 110, says, "Labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire called conscience." Someone had to tend that crackling fire on that beautiful foggy morning when Great Americans Day first began. In the same way, work with all your might to keep alive in your heart a fire to do what is right. God bless you all, and God bless America.